Lilith in Cancer people's instincts are ruled and led by their emotions and their emotional well being, their emotional state. So it's important for Lilith in Cancer peoples to trust their emotions, to follow their feelings in order to get the things that they need to be able to express themselves, to be able to feel safe, to be able to feel sovereign, to be able to feel in tune with their body. They need to be able to process their feelings through their body and vice versa, be able to understand what their body is telling them through their feelings. So it goes both ways. And when we're always looking at Lilith, we're looking at things that are valued by a patriarchal society that are suppressed, and that we are maybe ashamed of expressing, that we have guilt around expressing because it has been reacted to poorly. And there's Lilith in Cancer, it's about emotions, it's about raw feelings, and that when we are led by emotions, we are made to feel that we're doing something wrong. I feel this. This is not, I feel this in my gut. This is, I feel this in my bones. I feel goosebumps. I feel joy. I feel tears. What you can I feel sadness. I feel anger. I feel um, fear or depression or whatever, melancholy. Whatever sort of feeling that you're getting, it is coming from your body experiencing the world and what it is needing and desiring. So it's so important for Lilith and Cancer people to trust their feelings and not run away from them, because what can happen is then you numb the feelings because they are intense. Cancer in Lilith people can have very intense feelings and therefore decide to quiet them and numb them through all sorts of addictive behaviors, or um, maybe, depending on, of course, other parts of their sign, they may get busy with something else so they don't have the opportunity to feel the feelings, because that is something that is seen as wrong with us. That is something that is wrong for our bodies to express our feelings. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be logical. We're supposed to be contained. We are supposed to suppress and manage our emotions all the time. And Lilith and Cancer people aren't supposed to do that. They need to feel their feelings. They need to trust what that is saying. Um, Another side of Cancer in Lilith, sorry, I always do it wrong. Lilith in Cancer is, we think of Cancer energy as kind of mama bear energy. It's this fierce protector. And so one of the stories of Lilith is that she was, when she left the Garden of Eden, she was told that she would be the guardians of the children. And, things, things went really poorly. Um, when she gets out there, she makes children with the creatures. And I had a debate with a friend of mine, was what does it mean by creatures? When I say that, I mean not like beasts or animals. It's more like fairies and elves and other mystical beings that are outside of sort of what we understand as a human. And so these are the beings that she procreated with and created children, which were then which were then referred to as demons, and she's called the mother of demons because of this. And so and so part of one of the tellings of the Lilith story is that when she is asked to go back to the Garden of Eden, and she says no, she's threatened to say that they're going to kill her children if she doesn't go back. And she's like, you wouldn't do that. God wouldn't do that to me. And because God has entrusted me with protecting the children, I am the protector of the children. So they get killed anyway, depending on what story, because there's still, in the mythology, there's still demons. So I try not to get too hung up on any sort of specific details of the mythology, but the fact that there's so much that there is this component to the Lilith mythology of her being a mother and her protecting her mother and her losing her children, and how that is what infuses her rage, is that she, and why she wants to protect the other children, or why other stories will say she tries to kill the children in the night. Again, mythology trying to, patriarchal mythology trying to tell us a certain story, but this is part of that Cancer energy, that fierce protector, that I love so much I will do anything even if it seems irrational to protect the ones I love. So we get into the body, and so what happens with that? Cancer rules the parts of the body that represent the mother, the breast, the abdomen, where we carry a baby, where we feed our babies, where we nurture the children. And so if we develop physical issues in the breast, if we felt physical issues in the womb, this can be related to repressed Lilith and Cancer energy. So pay attention to this. Are you expressing? Are you following your are you letting your emotions lead you? Are you trusting in your emotion, or are you suppressing them and shutting them off in order to fit in with this patriarchal society? If you want to learn more about Lilith, take a look at my video where I go into Lilith in general terms, why I use True Black Moon Lilith instead of Mean Black Moon Lilith, in the video, in one of these little things that's going to show up at the end. And then my playlist, which is of my Being Lilith blog, which gets into my own experience as a Lilith person. We have the whole sign things. And of course, you can always book a reading with me at katieshell.com, and we can get into the details of yours, because none of this exists in a vacuum. So understanding how all of it, how your Lilith plays into the rest of your chart is critical for you to accept and empower yourself with your Lilith energy. Hope this helps. Have a great day.